NuMainstream, and you are tuned in to NuMainstream Talks right here. We're rocking with my man, number one. You already know who that is, the big dog.
The Phantom 336. Okay, I thought you was going to say it, but I'll say
your name, man. You know who
the
you are.
Phantom 336.
Phantom 336. And, you know, go ahead, _ Queen. Let them know.
Cookie _ Crumb, you know, Core Love. And we have a wonderful, wonderful guest on the show today. Right. Her name is
Imani.
Imani. Pish Posh.
Right.
I like to say Pish Posh. I like the way it rolls off the tongue. That's why.
Sure.
But anyway, yeah, Imani has a brand called Pish Posh. This shit is dope.
That's
like
it.
they're killing it over there at A&T campus.
Well, I don't
where
go to
else?
A&T anymore.
Okay, where
I
else?
graduated.
Yeah.
I'm from Philly.
Okay.
I just came down here for school, but I've been here, so I just graduated May. But it's not like a perfect
I know that. I was about to get there. I was about to get there. I feel that because I don't like to be placed in a box either. But look, so so tell us about your brand and where you at, how we can get it, all of that.
So yeah, it's a clothing line, but I do everything. Canvas artwork, visual artwork. I put together my own events, creative direct, a lot of stuff. So my Instagram is the Pish Posh Girl. People call me the Pish Posh Girl, so that's why I did that. I've been doing the brand since 2014. I started while I was attending A&T, and I'm doing it full time now. So
yeah,
right.
That's what's up. What made you want to get into fashion and just like that aspect of it? Because were you doing art first? Did that come first? Okay, that's usually how it goes. So.
Well, when I was younger, like growing up, I used to thrift a lot, so I would like always like paint on like old Reeboks, Dr. Martens, stuff like that, just to make it new. So like I was always into like fashion, I guess, art,
like remix and stuff.
So
making stuff your own.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with the name Pish Posh?
I actually didn't. My ex-best friend of mine did.
Why she got me the ex?
Oh,
that's great. Hold on. What happened with the ex? Hold on. Now, you know, we juke now. We juicy up here. You can't just say ex and we just slide by that. Like, oh, this ex-best friend, cool, whatever. No. What happened with the ex? Hold on. Why she the ex-best friend? Sound like a business party.
It's
like,
so funny because
what happened?
nobody's ever asked me. No.
Okay.
She was just like, come out with the clothing line called Pish Posh. It was like that.
Okay.
And then I was like, wait. I was like, okay, sure, I'll do it.
She fake or something? Is she like, she didn't have your best interest at heart? Is that what happened?
She did something really weird.
Okay, we're gonna leave you alone.
I like the pride. You know me. I like the Chris Button.
I mean, it's not it's not super bad.
But yeah, so what is Pish Posh about? Like, I checked out the designs. I like the logo and everything. Everything is real dope. I noticed a lot of vibrant colors too. You know what I'm saying? So like, what's the scheme and the idea, the creativity? Like, what's the brand about?
Well, when I originally started, it was more Afrocentric art.
Right.
But I've met a lot of people since the startup, so I've been changing different things. And someone told me I should broaden my audience and my clientele. So I took the whole Afrocentric art, but I do things that's controversial. Stuff that's meaning to me. So most of my designs come from like just my everyday lifestyle. Like I could create a whole collection just on a heartbreak, or a whole collection on like something that's going on, like the whole Gucci controversy. Like just different stuff. When Alter Sterling passed, I created a hat. Because I was so livid when I seen the video. I created a hat. It said, "I hope I don't get killed for being black today." And it kind of went viral. So
that's pretty
most
dope.
of my stuff is always like messages.
It is dope to have something behind the art, like instead of just creating, just to be creating and stuff. So I know you said with the whole what did she just say? The Gucci situation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you had a design that came out of that? Or?
Well, no, I just made a fuck Gucci hat. Fuck Gucci.
We'll cut me fucking up. But okay, so you made something like a fuck Gucci hat, right? Oh, that sounds pretty dope.
That's what's up. I mean, and especially like, so as far as like audience, and you said you needed to broaden your audience.
Yes.
When it comes down to that, what does that mean?
Like,
as far as like, you know what I'm saying? As far as like, who do you feel like it needs to be broadened to? Like, what do you feel like you're not reaching right now as far as where you need to go with your brand?
I don't don't know. Right now, I'm focused more on my celebrity clientele.
Okay.
I mean, I've had like a few celebrities I've made stuff for, but I'm really trying to get invested in heavy, so I can do one-of-one like jackets and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and that's something I think that's
dope.
super dope. Like that's broadening your clientele because not everybody has that type of clientele. Not everybody has that type of
not only that, but
Right.
you know, you reach those celebrities. You know, what I'm saying just like with we was talking about LL Cool J and FUBU the other week. You know what I'm saying? Like LL Cool J wore that FUBU on the Gap commercial. Everybody was buying it. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of that, we was talking about what FUBU is coming back, right?
Yeah, making it come
So
back.
what's up with that?
I feel some type of way.
How do you
feel
feel
about
about
it?
it?
They should put me on their creative directing because I wrote FUBU 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
I was like, y'all need to relaunch. And then after I wrote that, 3 weeks later, I met David John and I got to pitch to him. So I was really pitching.
Well,
like,
you probably dropped it in his head. Like, hold on.
That's crazy, bro.
Maybe these young people want us back. Like, you might have dropped it in his head.
Yesterday, and I'm like, FUBU coming back. What?
And I was just saying, with all this this Gucci stuff and who was it the other day? Is Burberry, I think.
I think so.
Had some
Prada
trouble.
did something. Moncler did something.
Yeah, with all of this BS going on, where they try to have this supposed controversial, because I'm not all the way convinced that they don't do it on purpose. But anyway, at the end of the day, what they try to do is create a sector where they can bring race relations and reform into their brand and everything. You know what I'm saying? With all of that, I was saying, like, a company like FUBU need to come back.
Yeah.
But,
I feel like
what better than
they need to come
FUBU
harder.
than Pish Posh, since it's, you know what I'm saying, this is our sister right here, you know what I mean?
Pish Posh got it going on for real. Y'all
Yeah,
check
they
out
know.
her Twitter.
All right, so let's we're going to get back to Pish Posh and Imani here. Let's get into some of these topics real quick.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, so obviously, you know what I'm saying, with the whole FUBU thing, we saw that. First and foremost, like, okay, I know you said that you felt like you were mad about it though. Other than you feeling like you.
Oh no, I'm happy.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but are you actually happy about the? Yeah, you're actually happy about it happening though.
I'm big on wearing black brands.
Yeah,
I buy
right.
Rockaware. He had dropped a collection with Urban Outfitters like 2 years ago. I cop hoodies and stuff. So I'm good. Like,
okay, so as long as you, I was making sure you were straight with it as far as it goes. But into the news, as far as hip hop goes, Lil Uzi officially, I think he came out today officially. Lil Uzi is Spotify's most streamed artist of all time so far. Wow. So 1.3 billion streams as it sits right now. Love Is Rage was the album that is the most streamed album of all time right now. So that's big. You know, that's big. I think
I ain't gonna lie, I would have never thought it.
Right, and not
no,
just
I would have never thought it, bro.
Yeah, he's tripping. So we're always coming.
I must be
field,
disconnected, bro.
Side note,
you gotta understand, like I'm gonna have
to go and listen to that Lil Uzi.
Yeah, it's a different, and you might not even like it honestly when you listen to it. But the thing is, like, it's a different world, and streams really have boosted. You know what I'm saying? It really shows who is popular directly.
Right, right.
Before, you would have to wait for the album sales, and you would have to wait for the actual counts to come out, things like that. But now we know almost instantly. Like, okay, this guy's on top. This guy is on his way up. This guy is popular here in this area. Like, they could tell you so many analytics, that aren't shown, that weren't shown before. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's in itself is dope. So I'm happy for Lil Uzi, man. I know you with it.
I'm happy for it.
I said he didn't want to make music no more. That's enough.
Yeah, but it was from.
He did say that.
Yeah, he did. But
some people, I feel
I think this is from Love Is Rage 2, which is the album that was obviously continually streamed since its release. So it's not like any. But I don't know. He's still making music, so I don't know. He said he was gonna retire, but that didn't happen.
Probably just had a moment, but it came and went.
Yeah. I feel you. So that's dope. Another speaking of albums, another album that came out was the 2 Chainz album that released last week. That's a dope album.
I can get in.
It is.
Bro.
It is very good.
I'm riding to that 2 Chainz album for the rest of 2019, bro.
For real, that's
what's
that
gonna
might be
playing.
That might be your staple album for the rest of the year.
That's it. Like, yo.
Why is that though?
I don't know. It's the whole vibe of the album.
Bro.
It is
I haven't heard
dope.
of 2 Chainz in a
Man.
while.
And the thing about
he got a little bit of everything for everybody too, though.
The thing about 2 Chainz with me that I really admire about him is the fact that he was able to reinvent himself. The fact that he came out previously in the early 2000s as Titty Boy. You know, came out with a goofy name. He kind of had this little, you know, really nobody really took him seriously. He wasn't somebody that was trending, wasn't somebody that was popular. I know, you know, he had a song with he was with Players Club and had a song with Lil Wayne.
That was Players Ball.
You know what I'm saying? But nobody really like took him seriously.
Nobody did.
When 2 Chainz came back out in about 2010, 2011, 2 Chainz wasn't playing. Like he came out really about his business and really making music that like not only was good for where he was from, but also was on a national scale and on a world scale grew his popularity.
Yeah.
Like
I do know on that one song you were just talking about. I don't know why, but I feel like I have to say this. Where it's like, he said something about Thousand Island.
Oh yeah, dressing.
That was like
dressing,
the dopest line of that whole song.
Something I'll be dressing, something like that. Yeah.
No. But anyway, I feel you on the whole growth and everything. And then on this one, I was telling my homeboy, I'm like, yo, 2 Chainz been holding out on us, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
for a while.
The beat selection, the lyrics.
I think his lyricism is underplayed a lot too.
It does get underplayed.
Yeah.
But not to say like the lyrics was like super dope, but they were super authentic.
Yeah, and that's the difference.
That's
It's already out. The album's already out.
I agree with
the
that.
album is already out.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I didn't listen to it either.
I heard about 5 tracks so far. Like I haven't made it all the way through, but yeah.
It's called. I think it's called Rapper Go to the League.
Yeah, Rapper Go to the
League. Yeah, Rapper Go to the League.
Yeah, it's a few different. What's my joint? I'm about to tell you exactly what's the.
I like the joint with Ariana Grande.
Yeah, the intro's
fire.
Straight to Society, Money in the Way.
Mama I Hit a Lick with Kendrick Lamar.
That's the NCAA is probably the dopest one.
I haven't heard that one
very good
yet.
features. Travis Scott is up here. Young Thug is up here. Like Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Wayne, E40. That one was a good song too. $2 Bill.
And then you got Sam.
$2 Bill. I like $2 Bill.
$2 Bill's dope. So
I'm red.
It's a good album.
I'm red. No, I just like $2 Bill. I like Ty Dolla. Yeah, I like Ty. Or features. I don't know if I can listen to a whole project.
Yeah, no, it's a good.
I like Ty's
features.
I need to look at it.
Listen.
Shout out to him, man. So hopefully next week we'll come back with him. You know what I'm saying, with some Billboard. He definitely gonna be on Billboard. I think he'll be top 5.
I'm tired of this BS music making it on the Billboard.
Yeah, he's a fan of quality. If you haven't noticed, he's a
He is though.
You know what I'm saying. But anyway, so more update about JB Blockboy or Blockboy JB. That's how you say it, I guess. Anyway, he was arrested on gun charges. Right. He turned himself in actually in this situation, and I don't know what's up with these people, man. Once you cross over that line of fame and you got a little bit, I don't know why you got to go back and tug of war with that. You gotta let certain things go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Those people that don't have a balance, they don't know whether to be in the streets or they don't know how to, or whether to move on and like be with their craft and like learn and like prosper. But
and those people don't last. You know what I'm saying? Those people never last.
Yeah, they don't last.
Like
they end up turning to the streets every time.
Facts.
Growing up in the in the hood environment and then all of a sudden coming to some money. Right. That mean you're not gonna still be hood, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dang, yo.
I agree with that.
You still want to be cool with the same people. You still want to show them the fruits of your labor and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I don't know. It's just more like a dang. Where do you draw the line at? You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
How you feel about that Pish Posh girl?
That's the way it goes.
When y'all was talking about that, you know who came to mind? You know that boy that just got arrested for killing his 2 close friends?
Wow.
The rapper
YNW.
I hate hearing his music now. It disgusts me.
Really?
Really? Yeah. Like, people still listen to it. I mean, crazy.
The thing is, though, the thing you gotta understand about...
Did you see his mugshot?
Yeah.
All right. So...
He was smiling.
No.
He was smiling.
No. We talked about this, Core. We talked about this on the show.
When?
That's fake news. That was not his mugshot.
That was real.
It was a real mugshot, but it was an old mugshot. That mugshot was from something that happened in a previous arrest.
But the
his new mugshot, they used that one, and that's media for it. You gotta understand.
Close friends.
But you see,
And
that's
then
feeding
you
into.
lied and set it up like it was a drug.
Obviously, I understand it. He was incorrect. He was completely wrong. Like he's a monster. I agree with you completely. However, the music that dropped prior to that happening, like the song "Murder on My Mind" that went #1 on everything, because people thought that it was about him killing his friends. It was not. That song came out a year and a half before that even happened. The situation that happened in October, that song dropped in late 2017. So Like it's, you know what I'm saying? It's not even on the same.
Still shows how crazy.
The song is creepy. It is creepy,
Of course,
especially when you take into account.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That song rides though. That song rides though.
It's
That's a good
in
song.
my head.
Yeah.
I do like the whole
catchy.
It's melodically catchy. Yeah,
I liked his voice
Right
when
now,
he did that song with Kanye. Like,
Yeah. Like he makes dope music. He makes dope music. Yeah. He does. But that's sad. It is sad. I mean, and another person who is kind of on the edge. Like we talked about, kind of the what can really happen if you fall back to the streets, and we talked about somebody who's, you know what I'm saying, good. But Kodak is somebody who's teetering. I always go back to Kodak because I feel like Kodak. No, why you roll your eyes? What's wrong with
Because he was trying to play Lil Wayne.
Yeah, no, he was tripping.
What did he say? What did he say about Lil Wayne?
Regine came right for his neck.
Yeah, he was talking about Regine. He was talking about Regine.
What did he say?
He said, Lil Wayne, little ugly daughter, or some ugly face daughter, or something like that.
Regine, alright.
Yeah, she's cute. She's straight.
That's fucked up.
I don't know about that.
No, he said something. He was in a club in Miami and he got on the mic just to talk about Lil Wayne, and that's why Regine said something.
Yeah, and then that's when he came at her afterwards. Yeah. But no, Kodak is one of those. I agree. I don't know. Regine be putting herself in situations sometimes. She be tripping.
Talking about her dad.
Yeah, I agree, but it's like she be talking too much.
Somebody was
sometimes.
talking too much
Like,
about his live. Like,
Exactly.
how would you feel? Would you say something?
I don't know. It's one of them situations where, like, bro, everything was given to you, bro. Like, you was, you know what I'm saying? You hear?
Don't she date a rapper?
1 week somebody
Yeah,
talking about her mama.
Does she still date Lucci? Oh no, they for real.
Gucci?
Lucci.
Oh,
Why
Gucci?
You know Lucci. That's crazy. I didn't know they were still together. That's wild.
I didn't even know.
He is
Lucci with the blonde hair, the skinny nigga with the blonde hair from Love and Hip Hop.
You got money, you can date young.
Lucci is.
Who's the nigga that was in that? The wrist. That's not the dude that was in the wrist song with Chris Brown, right?
Yeah, but they were like 2 years ago. They were like
Okay.
16. Like he was big in 2016.
He had
Yeah.
one main song though.
Yeah, what is
I can't remember.
Anyway, but I don't know how they let that happen. If you are Lil Wayne, you let your daughter started playing music with your crack phone.
I said 2 Chainz.
I told you that 2 Chainz on my playlist, bro. My bad. Alright, so anyway.
But no, if you're Lil Wayne, do you let your daughter date wife and Lucci? He's like 26.
This is the thing,
or
bro.
7.
I mean, at the same
I thought he
time,
was older than that.
You think so? He might be.
she grown.
What
Like,
is she? 18? 19?
19.
Like
at the end of the
19.
day,
I
man,
thought
my
she was older. I
daughter,
thought
my
she was
daughter
like 20.
13 right now, bro. So I get it, man. As far as I know, we ain't got into the whole dating scene or whatever. But like at the end of the day, man,
So your daughter's how old?
she 13.
13. Oh yeah.
But his daughter, she grown, and maybe he do want her to, maybe he don't. But it really ain't much she could do about it, man.
Especially at that
You
point,
gotta
yeah.
roll with it.
She in school and everything.
Do what you can
Oh
do,
no.
man.
She gonna be hard-headed
I just
anyway.
feel like more on his end is probably for publicity. Like,
Yeah.
So you think
Most definitely.
she's the bigger celebrity
yeah,
at
like,
this
oh,
point?
I'm
Yeah.
with Regine.
Is she she is the bigger celebrity.
I mean, they're about equal. I think. Well, I guess Regine is now
because she got
because of
Lil
the
Wayne
media, how she be in. You know what I'm saying?
Tag that, like I'm Lil Wayne's daughter. Like I fucking
Yeah,
Lil Wayne's
like,
daughter.
I'm
Like that's
we don't hear about
that's
Lucci much
that's a little
anymore.
clout chase right
Yeah.
there.
We
That's
don't
clout
hear
chase.
about Lucci by himself
anymore. Yeah,
It's
I
all
agree.
Regine.
Anytime you hear
Yeah.
Lucci, it is.
It's Lil Wayne daughter. Like
Yeah, no, Regine cute though. Kodak tripping. Regine is cute.
Cause Toya bad. Like
Yeah,
Toya,
she look
like
exactly
Huh?
like
Toya
Toya.
bad.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
Toya's
Toya
fire.
bad,
Like, why you think she had Wayne messed up in the head for a while, bro? He used to make all them songs, them old early 2000 songs was about Toya, bro.
Hey,
Like,
yo, well,
all them
appreciate
songs.
her because she gave us some dope music.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Who?
Regine?
Toya.
Toya.
Talking about from Lil Wayne via Lil Wayne.
Hey, bro.
Carter 2?
He was heartbroken, bro. He made a
Yeah, he
whole
made
bunch of
that.
music.
Carter 2 is my shit. Carter 2 is my
bro.
shit.
I forgot that
Bro.
song.
Toya
Yeah.
fine ass hurt my man, bro. Like, nah,
Hey,
come
man,
on.
Nah, she didn't hurt him. He did all the fucked up.
Man, anyway, we ain't gonna get into
Speaking of relationships, man. But we go whatever.
So
Anyways,
Lil Wayne hoe ass.
yo, you good?
I'm fine.
I will not. Hey, you know I will not
Niggas
take
is
any
hoes
Young
and
Money
hoes is
slander
hoes.
on this show. There
Look,
will not be
I
any
wore
Young
this
Money
shirt
slander.
for a reason today. It says
That's
nobody
fine.
asked you.
That's fine. That's fine. You will not slander anybody from Young Money up here. Anyway,
Lil Wayne is a hoe. I mean, it's facts.
Whoa.
Right, no, he did have a lot of kids.
No.
Like the Warren London thing, I was so like...
Yeah, that was left field too.
You young and rich,
Lauren
man.
London
You know
even
what
gave
you
him a try.
expect.
Right, I was like...
You said you mad because Lauren gave him a try.
Yeah, I was
I would
shocked.
tell you what,
try.
though, Lil Wayne also seemed
Not a
like
try,
the type
not a
of
try.
dude who went just a hoe. He probably also kept it real with his hoes too, though. Like, I can see him being like, yeah, you know, I ain't gonna just be with you though.
It's you and the other one. It's not just you. Yeah, no, that's Wayne. I can see that.
Yeah,
So you think he was lying? You think Wayne was like lying?
Everybody was
Lil Wayne don't come off as somebody that'll lead you on.
Like I'm just saying, honestly, before we move on though, honestly, this is a real question. How does one, you know what I'm saying, how do you culminate all of those baby mamas? Like how do you get all of those baby mamas? Like, how does that happen? Like honestly, like are you in a situation where it's like
Fetty Wap, like
Fetty Wap got a lot of kids too.
doing a lot.
Like yeah.
I don't know, but he was
Young
young.
Thug got a lot of
He
kids
was
too.
young as hell and rich as hell, bro. Like
And the most popular rapper on the planet.
most popular rapper.
So you just
on the
want
planet.
to have all these kids?
No, it ain't like that. It ain't saying that you want to.
He didn't want to,
But when you young and you young,
and he's not wearing a
minded
condom.
and all
Let's
of
be
that,
real.
like yo,
let's be honest.
like
here.
man, and you got bad chicks
throwing
every day
themselves
around
at you
you,
easily.
throwing
Like you
themselves
could.
at you.
Every,
You're
in
young-minded.
every state
Not
you
saying
go.
you done matured already. You
Right.
ain't
Right,
already-
and he was touring. I know you
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
I don't know if you. How old are
Every
you?
state.
24.
24, so you my age. I know you remember this video that you used to watch because I used to watch it. Everybody used to watch it on YouTube. The Pussy Monster video. I know you remember that John on YouTube.
And tell
Lil
me,
Wayne, when he was
tell me,
rapping to the
you
girls.
would not have gave it to Lil
I
Wayne.
know you remember
back
it's not the
then.
Pussy
I
Monster.
wouldn't.
The
He
Pussy
still
You would not have gave it to
the
Lil
Pussy
Wayne.
Monster. It was acapella.
I gotta go look.
I do not believe
I
you.
would not
I
like
don't believe you.
I think
You remember that? You remember that, Corey? You remember that, right?
Yes.
You wouldn't have gave it to the
Remember that,
blockers
right?
hot
You-
Lil Wayne.
He was in the crowd.
You wouldn't have gave it to
I
the
would
blockers
not have
hot.
Give
They
it
were
to
tripping
him. I
like.
wouldn't be like,
The block is hot. The block is hot.
No.
Okay.
I'm not thirsty over celebrities for one. For two,
real.
like,
Right.
Hey,
Look, you remember that?
Javon, I think
that's a different story. But he's
That was a pretty good
the
impression.
I think every chick in here is saying out loud that they would not have given
No,
it to
put Lil Wayne right in front of me right now.
He
He's
would've given
not
it.
Cute.
I like for real.
So if it was not,
weird.
but see, you gotta take yourself out of this mindset. It's not 2018 or 2019 right now. It's 2008.
So
It's
for
2006.
Yeah, even then.
Matter of fact, it's 2006 where it's mixtape Wayne going crazy,
That's
and he's
what's up,
touring and
but
rapping.
he's
Everybody
not
knows the
cute,
song.
He's not cute. Like,
And he's like, "Yo, baby girl, yo, you the Pish Posh girl. I see what you're doing. You grinding. Come to the studio. Come get on my bus with me.
Yeah,
Come get on my bus with me right now. I want you to ride with me. Get on the bus. You not going?
to network.
Oh yeah.
Not like, oh, I'm trying to holler at her.
Okay. All right.
Knock off your socks for some Pish Posh.
That's hard.
Oh my god.
That's hard. That's
I thought
hard.
that was actually a line.
No,
That sound like a Wayne bar. That sound like a Wayne bar.
You know Wayne said that thing about truck fit, sucking nigga for some truck.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That sound like a Wayne line.
good.
That was a
That
Wayne
was good.
bar.
Bro. I like that. But nah, so moving forward, that was good. Moving forward, Big Sean and Jhene Aiko broke up. That's big news, I think.
I'm hurt.
Yeah, no, that hit me too. For
I'm
real.
not hurt.
I
Jhene
didn't
Aiko is
even mean
free.
it. I didn't even know.
No,
I thought
she's
they
so
broke up.
fine.
I love her.
She's so bad, bro. Like
She really
like
is.
she's like fine wine too. Like
She
it just
is,
gets
man.
keeping better. It's like
And
getting
then
better
it's
and better,
like,
bro.
aside from her being physically and attractive, fine and all of
Her
that,
voice too.
her
And
voice
she got a
and
little press in
her vibe with the whole
She got the arm tattoo.
hippie
the arm
vibe and
tattoo.
I
the
think she
hippie
covered
loving
it.
bull.
Oh, you talking about
vibes,
the Big
you know
Short
what I
thing?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
She covered it, I
Did
think.
She's covered.
She covered it. Her tattoo.
Big
She had like a
Sean?
bit that was sexy too. It was, I like that John.
Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway,
That shit
but
ain't
yeah.
sexy to say Big Sean.
I mean, I'm just saying the joke. I just like how I look.
I'm just
The tan.
Sus.
get that nigga name off your arm.
But nah, like that
Every
really hurts
time
me.
I talk
Look,
to
do you
you,
know
I
what it
gotta
was
see
about?
this nigga.
The breakup? I'm not really sure, but all I know is that he was just
Turn your left side to me,
don't
don't Can't see that arm at all.
I mean,
Man.
Alright,
so
so
he going backwards at this
Over
point.
her.
Yeah, he going backwards. Yeah.
So is Ariana Grande backwards?
I don't know if that is backwards.
She way bigger.
He already had his chance. They
No, as
already
far as
did
look though.
Maybe
As far
it
as
was
how do you feel
unfinished
about
Is
as far as
business. but they
Jhene
shouldn't have
Aiko?
just-
Is Jhene Aiko? I mean, not to say backwards. The
As far
fame
as
part
like-
don't matter.
talking
But
about love.
we are going to talk about it, though.
What?
Is Jhene Aiko
Nah,
still relevant?
Jhene Aiko is bad.
Is she still relevant?
I think so.
relevant.
I was just
When the
last time she dropped
The
some-
thing is,
though.
okay, and that's the thing.
When the
There
last time
are-
she dropped
That's the thing.
some?
That's the thing I gotta explain too. There's certain people in this game that can go ghost and come back and drop whatever they want to
I
drop,
agree.
and their fan base does not leave. The same, another person that's like that is old boy with Pink Matter. What's his name?
You're right.
Ocean.
Frank Ocean is like
Frank
that.
Ocean.
They love Frank
You're
Ocean no matter what, bro.
Because if
no
she
matter
dropped
what,
something,
he
I
can do
would.
whatever he wants.
If she dropped something, I would.
Rihanna's like
You're
that.
right.
Rihanna can go ghost.
People get
Why do you
used to
think,
it,
bro?
though. They know
Bro,
those-
that
those
little
type of
that
artists
little
that go
album
ghost.
she just dropped was all old music, bro. It was nothing new. It was the most downloaded thing this whole week, bro.
Who?
Like everybody, the Rihanna. She dropped it under a new name. What was it? Fantasia something.
Something
Fenty
crazy.
Fantasia is
Yeah,
what she dropped it. She
I
didn't even
thought
drop
it
it
was
under
another
Rihanna.
album. I thought it was a makeup
That
line.
I'm lost.
Yeah, it was called Angel. The album was called Angel, but it was by Fenty Fantasia. And it was like, who is Fenty Fantasia? And then it came out and it was Rihanna. All it was old music.
Okay.
Old music from like 2010, whatever. Like, but the thing is, bro, like certain people have a fan base like that. Like if you look at another artist, what's her name that sings Someone Like You? What's her
Adele?
name? Adele was like that. She can go wherever she wants.
Man, I
travel
was
the
on
world,
Adele.
not drop music, and
I
come
was
back
on
and still have a
Adele
fan
way
base.
back before everybody even knew who Adele was.
Because y'all remember she took a big hiatus
Y'all
before
remember
her last.
Chasing Pavements?
What is that?
Chasing Pavements by Adele.
I don't know that one.
Oh,
You know that one?
chasing what?
Payments.
Chasing Pavements.
It's probably
I might.
huge though. It probably
I
got
gotta
got
listen to it.
30
I'll
billion
check it
views
out.
on YouTube.
Send it to
I'm
me.
sure.
I like Adele though.
Adele's dope as hell.
It was
She's
like
dope
this
as hell.
album before all that other stuff that everybody first grabs onto, when she was still overseas and everything.
I don't know.
Like she was fat and behind the piano.
Come on, baby.
No,
That's the
real
first
talk.
one. That's the
like,
first one.
No, it's like, what's the first one to you?
Someone like you.
Wasn't it with that one up there?
I don't know.
Yeah,
man. I gotta
anyway.
go back, man.
I bet
But
you
anyway,
was
like I
Chasing
said, she
Pavements.
went
Oh,
ghost.
I just really like
This is
her.
way back.
So
This
when
is
she
like
got the award, and she shot off
2005
to the face.
maybe, like
2008.
2008 maybe. Yeah.
Man, dang, I won't rock with her. That
Well, maybe
long
it's
ago.
that. Maybe it's that
I don't know if it
album.
was that long ago.
Where does he say that album
The
was?
album is Adele 19.
That might be it. Let me see that cover.
I don't know.
The track
upload
list.
shit. I don't
But
know
yeah,
if
but
I
you
did
said she shouted out who when she went?
That-
Yo, that's it right there. That is it.
Y'all.
So you was on her way back then. All right, cool. All right.
What did you say though? She said when she got an award.
Yeah, one time she got best album and she was like, Lemonade was like lit. Like she during her like speech, she shot out
yeah.
Beyonce.
Oh, yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah,
wow,
yeah.
she really
She's-
dope for that.
Yeah, no,
Adele?
she's a dope.
Yeah.
She's a dope artist.
She
bro.
was
Just
like,
general, she is.
Beyonce, hot best album.
Yeah, she's dope.
Lemonade was a dope album.
She got a beautiful voice.
No, for real.
Very strong.
So anyway, y'all. So Jussie Smollet, man.
This guy's a joke.
Huh?
Guilty.
Yeah, I want to. What the?
Hey.
What
I
do
guess
you
I'm
mean?
attached to him
This
because
concludes
of Empire.
Pish
my
Posh
God.
Girls part of the show. I just want y'all to know.
I've been stopped watching
Make sure y'all
Empire.
follow her on
I
Instagram.
converted to
We'll see her
power.
later. She's tripping.
I converted to power, so I.
You know, I just feel like
Power, yes.
it annoys me a little bit as far as the black community, how easily they like flip. Like we didn't have
I
the
feel
evidence
that.
that he was
I agree.
guilty, but because Chicago PD said it, oh, everybody turned against him. Oh, he's a fraud. Da, da, da. But
I
just
would
feel
agree
like
with you because
he
I'm all
wasn't
black
riding as
power and
hard.
conspiracy theorist too. I would agree with you.
I just feel like everybody flips so fast. Like have that same
So
energy
why-
when
so
people,
how
other
is he-
people are doing things in the community.
So how is he innocent?
Well,
In what
we
way?
haven't. That's just speculation. We have to go to
No,
trial.
look,
You
all
know,
of the
we
stuff
need
they
to see full evidence.
The
Everything they-
messages.
But it goes deeper to like the politics. They saying like people that was running and all this other stuff.
Mention
It
what you
could've
said
been set
earlier.
up.
What did you say off the show about the receipts?
Oh,
Mention
so
that.
the receipts was that he actually paid them a check to train him, like they work out. Like for his
the
new
show or
album
something,
or
or
something.
what?
For his new album
Okay.
or something.
Well, he can't
Oh,
put
so
on
wait,
the
he for
he
video.
can't put on the
Apparently-
receipt that he want them to beat his ass.
Right.
He can't put it on the
Exactly.
receipt.
And that's
You
the
know
angle
what
I'm
I'm saying?
taking. Like you're not gonna put like
No, but
nobody
they
in their
went
right
in
mind would
his
say,
phone,
hey.
They had the messages of when they were going to meet up for the training and also workout plans.
Was
they
it
was
2
sending it to
a.m.
him.
at a Subway in
I
Chicago?
thought it was all for the
I'm
We're
setup.
gonna train at
Thing is-
Subway.
So how do you explain the video? How do you explain the video evidence of those guys seeing them? Because they have them street evidence of them.
They have
going
video
down
of
the
two
street.
guys. They
Of
don't
the two-
necessarily
no,
know
no,
It
them
was
no,
a
not
two.
them.
figure. It was a figure of those two guys. They
Two
didn't
guys,
know who it
quote
was.
unquote, two guys. Okay, whatever. Two
They just
guys
knew that they weren't
at
white.
that time, African
what
American
about-
males.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, in the area at the exact time that it was claimed to have happened. How do you explain that then if it's not them? It was somebody else. You just think it was
because they was extras on the show. They should be around. They was extras
but at
on
the
the show.
same time,
because you can't deny that.
How do you explain
whether
everything?
you believe that it was
I'm being devil's advocate.
He made it up, bro.
How do you explain
something that was incorrect?
Yes.
That's the same way. I mean, that's like with anything. That's
but you know what? Somebody made a little meme post of him, his story, and this white senator who's been like having like, I guess, gay male escorts, black ones, coming to his house, and they all keep dying.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been arrested. He hasn't went to jail. Ain't nobody.
That's in Florida. That's in Florida. She right. That's just
crazy. I don't know what's wrong with Florida, but Florida is like bad. Like I don't know. Like I hate to put a whole.
To be black and
no, it's not good to be anybody in Florida. Florida's like a cursed state. Like I hate to put it out like that, but Florida's bad. There's a lot of bad things that happen in Florida.
I just read this.
Like all the mass
like
shootings.
In Orlando.
No, but I'm saying
awesome.
Mass shootings.
It was fucking fun.
Freaking
There was grimy people.
Why am I being assaulted for saying your state is cursed? I'm sorry.
Because it's fun and it is grimy though. There's a lot of grimy people.
No,
you do have
can
to
I
be
just
careful.
tell a
But
story?
that's everywhere, right?
So you're from Florida?
No, I'm not from there. I just live there. Huh?
So in Florida, I read this story and it really pissed me off. So I posted about it like a few weeks ago. This Haitian lady, she moved here and to Florida with her son, and she lived in like the projects. Like it said that 10 to 15 black boys broke into her house and raped her. In front of
10
her.
to 15?
Yes.
All in the house at the same time?
The age is from like 15 to like 22 maybe.
Oh my
black
God.
boys raped her, and that just really
wild.
and it made her son and her.
Yeah.
And that's like sickening, and that's what's in Florida because it's like black people doing that.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's really fucked
That's
up.
wild.
crazy.
But I mean,
But
okay.
look, that
but,
shit is everywhere, so.
but
No, we don't do stuff like that.
I don't know about that one. There's
grimy stuff that happen everywhere.
hey, just break in,
It
steal
might not
some
be
shit, maybe
exactly
kill
that,
somebody.
but there's grimy
maybe.
stuff that happen
But dang,
everywhere.
you gotta go that far? Like the rape and having the son rape her too?
Lucky they survived because they were going to set them
That's
on
some other
fire,
stuff.
but they couldn't find a match. They poured like chemicals on them and stuff.
Word.
to burn them.
Okay, but real quick,
Oh my
look.
God. They
Back to
died?
the Jussie Smollet situation real quick. You said that you don't like how people flipped on him. You don't like how you felt like people were defending him.
before we had the evidence, once PD said, "Oh, we speculate that this was a hoax,"
and people had his back at the beginning, but once, like you said, once the evidence came out, people did flip. I
no,
agree with
before
you
the evidence, there was a speculation.
I mean, well, before when the speculation, when there was any,
I think that's due to because it never
talk.
made sense from the beginning.
Exactly, and that's the thing. That's the thing. He's gonna be
That was what I was about to say. Like,
It just never made sense.
when I first heard it, I was like,
What?
And the thing is, though, he's got to go down the same way that because look at this. We don't have justice for certain other things too as well. Like look at how girls who say they were raped, who were never raped, that comes out a lot. They don't get any. Nothing happens to them a lot of times. That's happened plenty of times that nothing happens to them. So if you fabricate a story, there should be some kind of punishment for you. He needs to go to prison.
Why y'all think that?
He needs
Accountability.
needs to go to prison.
I
don't know about the
as
prison.
big time as y'all would
I don't know about the prison. He definitely needs to lose his job at Empire.
Oh
He needs
no!
Like, bro.
They already done found a replacement.
Not only did you put
That would be less gay scenes for
I
a
can't
straight
watch
man too.
it now because it's like who's gonna
It's
play
Nothing
that
against
ball?
y'all,
Like,
man.
not only did you put, you know what I'm saying? He
There's
put.
some other real known actress. I gotta look
No,
it up.
I agree with y'all. He definitely does because like.
But no,
at that
like-
point,
Well,
you're making
at
the
the
show
end of
look
the day-
bad. You're making the station look
At
bad.
the
Like
end
you
of
are.
the day, there's still going to be a trial because he's pleading not guilty. So
Okay,
we're going to
we're
see
gonna have you
how
back
that
after
unfolds.
he is found guilty.
Well, it
we're gonna
never
have you
made
back,
sense
Pish
from the
Posh.
beginning. I'm about to tell you all the evidence
Pish Posh
stacked up
girl.
against him. Number one,
Man.
he's in Chicago at 2 a.m. on one of the coldest days ever in the history of Chicago.
Nikon Don, can you give us the fact about that day in Chicago once again,
Bruh.
please?
Homeless people died. Like, you know what I'm saying? Died on the street. 15 homeless people
was
died.
He
It was
out
colder
there
than
trying
where?
to get some Subway.
It was so cold
2 in the
that
morning.
people throw
And he
water
protects
out.
his sandwich
It's
as
below
he's
zero.
getting jumped. He's like, I did not want my sandwich to fall. I want to be able to eat my sandwich. He made sure that his sandwiches were
Like
okay.
our videographer was saying,
Also-
people was throwing water out of the window and it was freezing before it hit the ground.
Yeah.
You ain't outside at 2 a.m. walking
Also,
around. That's a lie.
What is
Like,
the Clorox
I'm sorry.
for? What is the Clorox for?
Mhm.
I don't get that
Yeah,
part of the
Clorox?
story. Somebody
Somebody
had
bleached them or
Clorox.
something, he said.
Then also, what is a racist, homophobic person even watching Empire enough to know that you're the gay
right.
black person.
I didn't even think about that.
Empire.
They're not even watching
like,
Empire.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
Like,
gay in real life. So
I know,
it's
but
like,
still,
like,
like,
to know that.
But you said it's racist.
Homophobic person watching Empire? That's like,
right, like
hell no.
That's not making sense to me. And then,
Oh my God.
Why would they be watching?
And he's like, yeah. He's like,
Also,
no.
Why would they be watching?
Also, you're rich and famous, right?
Come
You're
on.
supposed to have entourage around you. At least people that know you will be out like, oh shoot, that's Jussie Smollet, taking pictures, taking video, whatever the case.
Nobody goes out by
from the
himself,
time
especially
he
at
was
that time.
out at any point that night has any video or photo of this dude. You know what I'm saying? How did he pull that off? Like, you know, I'm rich and famous. You think I'm just gonna be walking out of Chicago and nobody noticed me?
It was 2 a.m.
And it was cold. Okay, all right, I'll give you that. All right, but either way, it still don't make sense.
Yeah, it didn't make sense.
It doesn't add
No,
up
that's
overall.
that's the whole point. Nobody's out at 2 a.m. in Chicago
Right.
on one of the coldest records for this winter so far.
It just does not make
it
sense.
didn't make
And
sense.
I said it from the beginning, like, yo, it don't add up. But dang,
That's why people was like, "Oh, now it makes sense. He was lying."
Right. So
Let's
now,
go with that.
like all the things that people had in the back of their mind, they can bring to the forefront. And I was like, all right, it's free for all because now that we know you're a liar, hey.
Okay,
let me tell you how.
She ain't even thinking about it right now.
right. That's what I'm ashamed of. Like, but you think about it, like,
Why do y'all think he lied?
I just told you.
There was no video proof.
I just told you.
All
of that.
Hold on, what do you mean by why?
All of that.
Why
what
is it
the
like? What was
text
his purpose?
message said.
She said,
What's the
what was
motives?
his purpose though?
What's the motives?
Purpose
Now
behind
that
lying.
part, I'm
get-
like,
I
yo,
think it was to
I
get
cannot
attention.
grasp the purpose.
I don't know.
I guess he wanted
I don't
to
know.
be. He said he the gay Tupac.
Yeah.
Like, he
more
wanted to-
more
Right.
dumb shit. Like,
He wants to be the
What does that even
revolutionary
mean,
dude
bro?
for the
Come
gay
on.
community.
Yeah.
Which that would have put him in a position where people would be like, "Oh, good for you."
Well, that okay.
You were
If
strong.
it comes out that he was guilty and he did it for the reason of making it known that their hate crimes need to be taken more serious.
Right.
God.
And I'm
Is
with that.
something wrong?
Like, if it was true, then I'm with that. I'm like, yo,
'Cause look, he
no
didn't
matter
say
what you
black
believe,
guys did it. He
no
said
matter
white
what you
people,
believe,
so-
it is bad to take it to a point where it becomes violent. But at the same time, man, you can't be lying on people, bro. Like, you just can't.
And
do
especially
that,
not
man.
being
Like,
not getting caught lying.
He was already famous enough. He was famous enough to start this movement without all the antics.
If you
You know
lying,
what
at
I'm
least
saying?
cover
Like,
your tracks. At least get beat up in your own house or
Yeah,
something.
but-
Like,
Dang, you
guys
can lie
came into
better
my
than
house
that,
and
bro.
beat me up. Okay, cool. That would have been better. Like, we would have still been believing it to this day, and he could have been lying.
I ain't
didn't kill
switched.
nobody.
I never switched.
There's other
on him.
people that's doing.
I never
But
switched
it's an L.
sides.
It's an L
But look.
nonetheless. So in today's world, with the media and Twitter and press and everything being as big as it is, you got to take your L, bro. Regardless,
Yeah.
if you want to do something stupid in
Meek took
public
his L and he
you get
came
caught,
back and he killed the game, right?
if you do
That's
something
what
stupid
Jussie
in
gonna have
public
to
and
do.
get caught, he thought he was in private,
Jussie
in public. Hold your
Jussie
L.
is looking
Hold your
really
L.
lame,
That's all.
just like Meek did when he
Hold your
lost.
L.
That's all it is. He just look. He just look
But Meek
corny.
Came back though.
He just look corny. That's
But
all.
look, Yeah, he's
Anyway,
lame
look
for
right.
that, man. He's just lame for that.
We
I'm sorry.
mentioned Florida a few minutes ago. More Florida news about XXXTentacion's murder suspect. Obviously, the murder was last summer.
Right.
But his murder suspect has been granted $15,000 in order to hire a forensic expert in his defense.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, to me, that's disgusting. I think
All right,
that's
so
stupid.
who get the $15,000 from the state?
I guess so. They
Okay.
granted they granted to him in his defense. I guess he didn't have he pleaded that he didn't have the money to do
Right.
it himself, so they gave it to him in order to
Why are they
defend
being so
himself.
generous?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, they have him at the
I
scene.
guess so. Maybe
They have him on video. All signs point to him
He
as
was
the
on
killer.
video?
Yeah, they had a video of the truck and him getting out of the truck. The whole thing is on
remember
video.
they
You
released
get-
the
yeah.
video
The
like
whole
maybe
thing's
a
on
month
video.
after
Yeah.
it happened.
The
One
whole
or two after
situation-
that.
They had it was like a perfect camera. It was like
His
aimed
son was
at
just
that corner.
born.
Yeah, his son
Yeah.
was born
Gekkum.
like a month ago. Yeah.
Right.
Gekkum, is that how you say it?
Vacuum.
Gekkum.
He said what?
It means so. I looked at. I saw it. It means something apparently,
Yeah, I
but
forgot what it was. That's
you know,
what
there was like some. There was into like anime and stuff like that. I like anime too, but not like, you know what I'm saying. There was on some- There was on some other. Yeah, there was on some other stuff. Yeah.
Anime and something else mixed together. I forgot what it
Yeah. I
was.
saw that. Yeah, but so I don't know how y'all feel about the state being generous with him about that.
Man, it don't matter. Let them get the 15,000. Let them do their little forensic
It's still
test.
going down.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it ain't nothing gonna save them.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree.
Like, yo, man, that's messed up.
Wouldn't it
too,
be wild if
man.
something
Like,
else popped out and they was like, oh yeah, you're not guilty?
Right.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
I mean,
That'd be crazy.
that would be crazy.
That
I
would
can't
be
say that
crazy.
I'd be surprised, honestly.
I wouldn't be.
I can't say that I'd be surprised, but it would be crazy.
It would be crazy. I mean,
yeah. But hopefully, I mean, with all, like I said, with all arrows pointing to him, it was him and some other guys were at the scene that dropped him off. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Look, there's no way he can get out of this.
That's crazy, man. So, coming to that money, you out shopping, and then niggas hit you up. But I ain't past the idea that this was orchestrated.
Why?
What you mean?
Because he knew he was gonna die.
Speak on that.
Go ahead. I don't know. Like, I'm not believing that these were just some random thugs, bro.
Right. They were paid.
I'm not believing that.
You think so? So somebody paid them off?
Yeah. I'm thinking that, but like, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think that somebody was plotting, or he had some beef that he had back at home, and then like he left, and then he came back, and then, you know. So
you think it was more with the streets? It had something to do with the streets. It wasn't like a higher up, somebody paid.
Higher up.
You think
higher up?
Because that's the thing. Like, yeah. Because the thing is, it had to be, because if you look at who these people were and who he was, there was no correlation. Like they would have never crossed paths. So
that's what I'm saying.
There's no way. No, because the thing is though, like these were like real. These are more closely related, like Kodak. Like these are like real.
I can understand. I can understand why Tentacion was there shopping.
Yeah.
What I can't understand is why were they there though?
Right.
Like other than to see Tentacion.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying. Like,
even if they would have never known.
I'm not feeling like this whole being just some random thugs. Like,
somebody said, yeah, he gonna be here at so and so o'clock, or he's here now shopping. He just went back to his car to count his money. Come now. Yeah. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, there's no way that they would have known him. No other way.
So what do y'all feel about him knowing that he was already gonna die? Like he put out subliminal messages.
I think anybody who's living a certain lifestyle can feel the tension in the air. I'm not saying that he knew for sure, like, this is what's going on, but he already knew he had enemies and that, so, you know, he was bound to, you know, see his fate. You know what I'm saying? Just like a Tupac or a Biggie, because if you listen to both of their albums, you know, they mention stuff in their albums too.
Yeah, Biggie's is especially eerie though. You listen to his stuff, right, man? So it was like
people know
what was about to happen.
Like you can feel it, like. You know, whenever something's going on. And the
thing, too, especially with that type of lifestyle, I didn't even see the streets really taking him, honestly, because, like I said, this was a suburb kid, man. He, you know what I'm saying, grew up, he had the white crowd, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then the white crowd was first. He had that first with YouTube and all that. Right. Then he grew into, you know what I'm saying, our culture and was a part of us. But he was already big with them
that's
first.
That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these new school rappers...
If anything, I thought it would be drugs. I thought it was because he was, you know what I'm saying, he said that he
and a lot of these new school rappers are built that way, where they are actually a lot more well off than some of us from back in our day, right? Yeah. And then for some reason with us black people, we feel the need to go back. I guess it's like a get back to your roots thing. I don't know what it is. Yeah. But we like to go back to this whole the whole ignorant side of this other shit. You know what I'm saying?
The only culture that deals with stuff like that, bro. It's I'm telling you.
So it's like, man, dang, yo, you in a great position where you never even have to experience it stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially
for some of these people's, you know, parents or other mentors they have probably like, dang, yo, I went through that so that you won't have to go through that. And then for some reason we always end up going back, bro.
You want to hear a theory? This is a theory I have about that, and this is something that I struggled with in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've never been the type to be all in the streets, even though I'm from the hood, right? Like, not in the streets. I've been outside, but I'm not partaking. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm around it. I was doing it right here next to me. Like, I might as well, guilty by association. But I feel when you do get to a certain level, we tend to reach back. The people who we reach back to are people we feel like are our lesser selves. We're trying to influence them, but not realizing how much they're influencing us.
That's crazy.
I feel that. You absolutely right. Because even me, I can feel myself thinking that way sometimes. Like, dang, yo, you my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, dang.
But you know,
ain't nothing wrong with letting your past go sometimes.
You know what always pops up in my head when I start to feel like that? I be thinking birds of a feather flock together. Right. So you always gotta go for what you really want.
Exactly, and you are the sum of the 5 people who are most influential in your life that you hang with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always 5 people who influence you the most, probably more or less. But you know what I'm saying?
I know you are some people that you know from back home and stuff like that. No, I'm sure. For real though. Like, so I know you like, bro.
Once if I hang with Javon every day, after a while, me and him gonna have some similarities. We're gonna kind of act the same. We're gonna kind of do our moves.
Become mirrors of each other.
Mannerisms, all that. Yeah,
because that's just the way humans are built. Man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
That's crazy.
Definitely true.
For sure. So sad situation. Hopefully that works out. You know what I'm saying? Obviously in Tentacion's favor that he, you know what I'm saying, that guy
gets that justice.
Can be definitely got the justice. But moving forward, Tristan Thompson is a cheater and has and is a serial cheater at that. Has an issue. Like my man needs help, but it is what it is. I guess that's that lifestyle you get when you know what I'm saying, you got $80 million with that contract that he got.
This nigga's living that lifestyle with not $1 in their bank account.
No, I feel you. But it makes it a whole lot sweeter, and the girls are a whole lot prettier when you do it on that level. So you know what I'm saying? That's just the truth of the matter.
He fell off, didn't he?
Well, who? Tristan
Obviously
Thompson?
Not. Right?
What you mean, as far as playing? No, he's still doing his thing.
Yeah, man. I mean,
he's still good.
So what happened though?
So, the most recent news with his cheating scandals is that he ended up cheating on Chloe with her best friend. What's her name? Jordan.
Kylie's best friend.
Kylie's best friend. So, and they actually lived together, and she got kicked out the house, subsequently, and all this stuff. Yeah. But anyway,
so she got kicked out.
No, the girl.
Jordan.
Jordan. Yeah,
she
Jordan
was like, I'm Jordan Woods, and now I'm living in the woods. Thanks to Kylie Jenner, I couldn't help. And at this point, and the thing about her right now, she said that. She put it on a post, but she deleted it.
She'll be alright.
She did say that. And the thing about it is she's trying to take it and run with it. She's been on shows now. Now she's going to radio stations talking about it. It's one of them things where like
she only did the Red Table Show.
She's looking for
no, she was on it was another I saw it on YouTube. It was another thing where she was up there for like 10 minutes talking to somebody about it too. Mm-hmm. And so she's like, I feel like she's trying to run with it. Like
get
now,
15 minutes.
The followers
I mean, people were bullying her. Like I don't like how their platform can really ruin somebody. Like people just I read her comments. Like people just so hateful. It's so sad.
I mean, what do you think people gonna say?
I mean, but at the end of the day, karma is to Chloe. I don't feel bad.
I feel you with
what are they calling
his baby mom to be with you. So now he leaving you.
No.
But Jordan don't want nothing to do with him. She said it was just
apparently,
and she said she'll take a lie detector test. I don't think she
would.
But the thing is, they were
she said she wants
apparently
to
a source came out saying that
I think she's lying about some things, but not everything. Yeah. And she was like, for one, she was like on the preview of the Table Talk, she was like, I put my legs on the bottom of his legs. Like, why would you even do that? Like, why would you even do that much?
Put yourself in that situation, and it's like, and sources from close friends, quote unquote, said that they had been messing around, whatever that means, for a month prior to that even happening. They said they've been chilling for like a minute. This ain't nothing new. So I don't know. I don't know. You think it's just coming full circle?
I'm glad this happened because now I'm not glad, but like I just keep hearing more stories.
Like
Chloe messed around with Trey Songz after Lauren London. They was friends. They not cool no more. Same with Kylie. Who was
I just feel like it's just a bunch of rich people being rich and fucking
being rich.
You know what I'm saying?
And fucking. And fucking. That's it.
The thing is though, like I would just be single, bro. Like if I got a bag like that, bro, like you got an $80 million bag, you know what I'm saying, at your disposal. You know what I'm saying?
Just be single?
Just be single, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Paper.
But I'm saying,
I think
but what does that paper get you though?
It's kind of
you know that more than anybody, Pish Posh girl. Come on now.
Yeah,
that paper brings stuff with that paper. But we can't sit here and say they don't.
Cool, I make a lot of money, but it's like it's just money at the end of the day. I'm more of vibes
and I get that, of course. No, and I agree. But I'm just saying though, if you know yourself and you know that, okay, why would you put yourself in a situation where, like, okay, for me personally, like, if I got in that situation, I wouldn't be a cheater. I think I could do it. I think I could be with one girl and be cool. But if I know myself at that point, I'm like, okay.
You deal with the insecurities of that grind, though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel you, but
and that's on both ends, right?
Yeah.
So you always out getting the bag. You around dope chicks.
You gonna be
all
around models.
the time.
You gonna be around 24/7, bro.
How's your girl gonna feel about that?
I mean, but she gonna be around them people too. She gonna be used to it though. That's the thing.
That's what you would think.
If we're both, I'm just saying. Like I said, I'm the little guy. I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Millionaire.
Yeah.
I can't speak. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, clearly from that perspective. But what I am saying is that you know yourself. It don't matter how much money you make. You gonna know yourself regardless.
Right.
Whether you poor or whether you rich, you know who you are.
Like,
so why put yourself in that situation? Why waste her time and waste your time? You might.
It ain't even about putting yourself.
You are.
No, it ain't about putting yourself in the situation. sometimes you can't foresee these situations because you feel like in your mind, I'm mature enough
that you can handle this.
And you feel like who you're with may be mature enough to handle
That's what Kevin Hart said.
But then you figure out once you're making all of this money, like,
what about him cheating?
It's some insecurities here.
It's
some insecurities there. It's this here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do not know until you get there. I'm trying to.
But that's the thing, though. That's the difference, though. But that's the difference between Kevin Hart and Tristan Thompson's situation. Kevin Hart was already a family man before he even got big. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
She was grinding with him when he was doing, you know what I'm saying, the corner down there, the little whatever.
Yeah. You know
Wait,
who? Which one?
His first wife, that he cheated on. So, you know what I'm saying?
He was doing the Laugh Factory.
That I could, you know what I'm saying? That's different from Tristan Thompson, who married somebody that was already, you know what I'm saying, who got into a situation with somebody. He already had money.
I do feel like
by the time. Not married, but girlfriend, excuse me.
I do feel like, you know, if you both find that playing
right. field,
you might just need to go ahead and nip some of them conversations in the bud in the beginning. Like, yo, look, open relationship might be on the table, or this is how we move type situation. Or whatever the case may be.
That's the thing, bro. Yeah, somebody who got it from the mud with you, bro.
Scared to like. People might be scared to have these conversations. I like.
It's like she knew how she got him though. So.
Yeah, and look at LeBron. Look at LeBron and his girl. You know what I'm saying? That's an example of being able to make LeBron in the league for 15 years, bro. And you know what I'm saying? He ain't never had no scandal. He ain't never, other than people saying Beyonce was looking at him all the time.
Right.
Other than that, but it's never been seriously a scandal like, oh, we saw LeBron out with somebody else. Even when he was young and girls was, you know, probably on him more than they on him now. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the way to do it, bro. Like,
I think after you get there, you gotta be man enough to have a very realistic conversation. Put everything on the table, bro.
I agree with that.
Like, because if you don't, like, trust me, it's there.
I agree with that.
It just wasn't spoke about. It was there though.
For sure. But they said, moving on with more news, they said that later on this year, Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez, their fight could make up to $1.5 billion just for that one fight. That's crazy. So just
let me get like 1%.
He gonna be out there for 40 minutes and make $1 billion. Like that's
crazy, man.
That's crazy, bro. He's
and you know what's crazy is how hard some people are working for their billion.
Yeah.
Not to say he not working hard. My bad. Like I ain't trying to say that, but yo.
But look at somebody like Oprah, bro, who got it out the mud. Oprah got it out the mud and is barely a billionaire.
Jay-Z is just now.
He gonna make $1 billion for one fight.
Yeah,
she billion, but she's like 1.8, maybe 2 now. It might be 2 now. It might be 2 now, but when she ain't much more than that.
She's banking.
Oprah, talking about Oprah. Oprah, yeah. I remember when she first made $1 billion. That was like 8 years ago or something. It was like 8 years ago. Yeah. Maybe 6 to 8 years ago. Now she probably got a little more, but
man, like it's that's crazy ridiculous. How hard some people are going in.
So how do you feel about the way he spends his money? Like as far as like you know what I'm saying? Like
man,
you know T.I. We talked about T.I. and how T.I. felt about it.
I ain't gonna lie. I do agree with T.I.'s stance, and I do agree that we do need to boycott a lot of different companies, not necessarily Gucci. But I mean, I'm with the Gucci boycott, but it's not as serious as I take some of these other boycotts that we should have been interested in, like the NFL, like
I agree with
the Papa John's thing, and some of the other stuff that has come up. With the Gucci thing, I think it was either purposefully done or bad taste in design and a play so that they can build race relations in America. But anyway, at the end of the day, I do agree. We should boycott a lot of big brands overall and support some of our people. At the end of the day. But at the same time, as far as his spending habits, like, you know, I'm not mad at it, bro. Yeah. Like, yo, he got it. He worked hard for it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like your money, he could have did it secretly. You actually made sure you posted a video just to walk in the store.
And that's because of the day. That's because of the day and the age that we in. People know. People know how to make.
What did you just say, though? What did you say about Tristan? Publicity. You just said that. Like, not only being rich, because I was taking the he rich, he good. But you said, publicity though. So that's the thing. He already got the bag. So okay. Right. So let me show y'all how I got this bag. Let me show you this
community.
He is disrespectful.
Also,
I think he is.
Whenever
he been even in the ring, he was disrespectful. That's go up there and talk shit. That's fluid.
That's pretty much
that's fluid.
Mayweather is known for being disrespectful. 50 Cent is known for being the asshole. It's certain things.
Hey, it's people who thought Muhammad Ali talked too much shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is
Muhammad Ali did,
and he did talk too much shit.
He was real though.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you go,
because even when he changed the name to Muhammad Ali, he calmed down all the shit talking.
Yeah,
like, he changed.
Cassius Clay was wild.
Yeah, Cassius Clay was loose.
He didn't calm it down all the way, but Cassius Clay was a lot
was loose. Was loose with the mouth. I would have stole off on him. Like, bro, who you talking to?
Who you think you talking to? For real. So I mean, but at the end of the day, you get into the ring and you handle your business, bro.
But at the same, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel his perspective. He worked hard for his money. He got to spend his money how he damn well pleased. And especially being a black man coming into some riches, I can get that statement, bro. Like, man, you know how hard I work to be here, and you gonna try to tell me I can't buy something that I want?
Yeah.
So I feel that perspective. Not to say that I agree with it totally, and I myself would boycott Gucci along with T.I. and everybody else. But I understand his point of view. That's all I'm saying.
Right. I feel that. So before we get out of here, back to you real quick. Pish Posh girl.
Did you bring anything with you that we can see?
That is a good question. Did you bring some stuff? No,
I have a sweatshirt.
Let me see your sweatshirt.
This is corny.
It's not corny. I like it.
You made it. It's not corny. Stop that.
But yeah. So yeah, they just have to check you out on Instagram.
What's your social media? So do you have Twitter too, or is it? Is that the same?
So my other Twitter got suspended, so I had to restart.
She probably had like 25,000 followers.
She got a lot of followers.
It was like 14 when there.
It's like 14,000. Not quite, you know.
But I had to restart my Twitter. It's Thank God for E. I use that hashtag a lot. But my Instagram is at the Pish Posh Girl.
Yeah.
That's the Insta.
What's new for the summer? What's popping for the summer with Pish Posh? What you got for us? We need some slides.
Well, spring
and summer.
I'm having another fashion show.
Okay.
Industry mixer.
Okay.
Got
and
bookings coming up.
Can you tell us
we're on for that, right?
Yes, I was just talking to one of the interns about it.
Okay.
I got media passes, so if you guys want to come out,
pulling up. What's up?
Yes.
I want to hear mine.
So
I'm having a casting call. I'm gonna drop the date on my page tonight. I forgot it. But it's coming up in like 2-3 weeks. Okay. But yeah, so the industry mix is coming up. This is gonna be my third one. It's Pish Posh goes platinum.
Okay.
So it's gonna be lit. And then the second day will be the fashion show.
What do y'all do as far as like do y'all incorporate music with that as well? Like as far, do y'all do like live music, or is it just like y'all play music? How does that work? I know some people.
I had a live band, but I do performers as well. Too.
Okay, yeah, cool. That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, that's dope. So it's like a whole little thing going on. Just like
my last one, I had people come down from Connecticut, Atlanta, Philly, South Carolina. It was like people from all over. So
cool. Before we get out of here with the Billboard top 5 on everything, who's some of your favorite artists out right now? Who do you listen to? Like what do you listen to? Like maybe inspires you. What you riding to?
Well, my grandpa was a DJ, so I listen to Motown a lot, a bunch of 90s trap.
Okay. That's what's up.
Man.
That's what's up.
I'm not. Today is always. Oh, I love Meek though.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to say you got to support Philly.
I'm with that Champions album, bro.
It just be whatever. You just kind of. So you go in and out. You listen, like if it's a hit, you might listen to it.
Yeah, I like Summer Walker. Oh, I love LMA.
Okay.
Yeah, what about Daniel Caesar? You got to think about that. What about her?
She
alright though. She not
I'm
that
trying to think of another rapper
she's
guy.
Okay.
I don't be
Drake. You don't listen to Drake?
I like Drake. He
I'm about to say, come on now.
I like him.
Y'all put Drake in there. Drake.
But okay. So Daniel Caesar. That's messed up, you know. Listen.
Daniel Caesar.
You listen to Daniel Caesar?
He's straight.
I don't know why. I just
I
like
only know
Daniel
a couple of his
Caesar.
songs. I don't really be like on him.
He don't.
Side note.
What's up?
This is another topic. How did y'all feel about J-Lo Motown tribute?
I didn't
listen to it.
I watched it on YouTube.
My bad.
I watched it on YouTube.
I gotta watch that. I seen it.
It was like, why would y'all pick her?
Yeah,
I'm not a J-Lo fan. Man.
Yeah, on any front, like
her singing Motown is like,
Coming out good.
It was like, why would y'all do that?
Yeah, she said
Okay.
no. So no, definitely not.
I can agree without even hearing it. Like, why would y'all do that?
Right.
J-Lo and Motown.
That's crazy. So top 5 albums on Billboard right now for the week.
It better be me.
What? So Far Gone is sitting at number 1. The re-release of So Far Gone, which was, it was obviously a mixtape that got turned into an album. Yeah. I love that. It's sitting at number 1 for 1 week right now. Hoodie Season, which was at number 1, has been flirting with number 1 for a while. It's finally down to number 2.
Okay.
Beer Bongs and Bentleys, which is Post Malone, which is a pretty good album, by the way, as well, sitting at number 3. Astro World has dropped to number 4. I Am, I Was has dropped to number 5. And as far as songs all the way around, Sunflower is sitting at number 1, which is Post Malone and Sway Lee. Please Me by Cardi B and Bruno Mars, which is a hit, but it's a great song. They're a good combo. I'm just figuring that out. They're good. Sicko Mode is number 3 with Travis Scott. And then Wow is at number 4, and then Middle Child, which is, I know you love that song, has dropped down to number 5. So that's that. Let's get some social media around the table before we go. So starting with Cora.
And my name is Cora, your favorite host. Cora Love, a.k.a. Cookie_Crumb. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram is the most poppin'. And
For sure.
And
so for me, you're rocking with the radio guy. That's RADIOGUY with the _ on Twitter. Instagram is the same thing. Talk to me.
Yeah, Smooth Black, the Phantom 336. It's at DAFANTOM 336. All social media platforms.
Not the claps though.
Yeah, I had the clap on.
And the Pish Posh Girl at the Pish Posh Girl on Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, so just follow that one. My website is pishposhapparel.com.
There you go.
Bam.
For sure. And make sure you get the app. There's no excuse why you should not have the app at this point. If you listen to us, if you call yourself a fan, be a fan all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fake. We on Spotify. We on iTunes. We on Google Play. Everything you can get your hands on as far as media is concerned, we are there. So thank you for listening, and it's been a great show.
All right.